turns. They did
That
not
had it all.
us. They
Okay,
didn't
that was a big
disappoint us.
result. Now let's look
Wesley.
at Wesley's game, as
Please.
Wesley looks like he's cruising.
Oh, well,
When
that
we
put him in a
left it-
tie for first, right?
No, he drew his last game, so he was 3 points behind.
Oh, yeah.
Magnus.
He needs, besides Magnus only drew, he would have needed to lose, yeah.
Okay,
so
so
this would put him 2 points back again if he wins with
If
this.
he
Just
wins,
looks very
So-
much like a win.
So the question is, what about knight takes with the idea of pushing the pawn home? How is white to break through this setup?
Looks easy. Looks like I can
Seconds left.
force you to take. He's played King F6. I think this is the point, Yaz. King F6, you've got to take.
Yeah.
There's a check. You've got to put your king out the way.
Oh, okay. And
This is the game, except the knight's on D2, and now you just fly the F pawn.
Gotcha. Okay, so sorry.
This
let
is
me
the
just
game.
continue.
He played
Yeah,
knight
I'll
D2 instead.
refresh. I'll refresh. And you're right. He went knight D2, not knight takes A5. King up, takes, check, F4, and king takes. So he should be easily winning now. Just king and push. Big result. 𝙬𝙬𝙬,
Big result.
one-time leader going down.
Mhm.
After F5, nothing to be done. Bishop G3, King G7, and it's a girl.
Indeed, a check, King G7. This is the kind of move that forces resignation. I mean, he moved with only 1 second or 3 seconds left on his clock. He basically has no time to think about resigning, but now he's just disgusted. Bishop F4, very nice move. Not playing F5 and allowing knight E6. The knight now has to leave. It's trapped on H3, and F6, F7, F8 will.
There it is.
Coronate.
Domination. The bishop dominating.
Again, it's
the
funny,
knight.
the bishop was dominating the knight on the entire opposite side of the board, guys. That's the power of the bishop over the knight in endgames.
And that pawn on A5 may not have been much. But you look at it.
In perfect hindsight, it was all about the A5 beauty, wasn't it? It was I'm really stunned because if we have to go way back, I thought that you're right. The knight did get dominated, but we saw a specific position right about these parts where I thought, well, the knight just has so many light squares to go to that it won't be a problem. You can never zugzwang the knight, but somehow.
How did the king get in the game? This is what I want to know.
𝙬𝙬𝙬 got his knight dominated by the bishop on E7. Like,
what do you mean?
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, let's say I kept my knight alive, right, Maurice? We're playing knight E6, bishop E5. Let's say I played F6 and just put my knight on F5. Aren't I just dead even? Like, dead. I mean, I've got a fortress.
Because you're going to force me to try to. I have to play G4 to stop that. That doesn't look promising.
No, my knight will always bounce back and forth. But that was not what happened. And in fact, what 𝙬𝙬𝙬 did was right here. Now you can see the knight literally has only one square, B8, where it's doing nothing. And, well, somehow that must have been great technique.
Key right here. This was the key. The king, I was wondering how the king danced into the middle of the board. And that was it right there because of that poor knight, as you mentioned. You missed that moment, the pressure of the ticking clock, no doubt. And Wesley, so that was a necessary win for Wesley. Somebody had to stay close to Magnus. Nepo went down, but Wesley came up and like escaped for Magnus.
So you were suggesting right here, Maurice, that could have taken the pawn.
Is Magnus smiling, by the way? Magnus is like, whoo, boy.
And then bring the king to G6, the rook around to G4, and there's only two possible results.
Two possible results.
Woo.
Absolutely. Different.
What a game.
Different ball game.
Great game.